Hi moms, I'm here doing a long overdue video. I had done a quick video before of my own creation unit study that I've put together for my children and am now sharing with you. But the last time I shared it, I didn't have my colored ink printer working, and so I was able to really print out everything, set it up in the way that I would for each student. So once you would get the PDF version of everything, you can make it look like this, or you could cut out or put in what you feel like your student and family would need. I do want to just say again that this unit study, even though I have it for elementary age, so all the way through 5th grade, it can most definitely be used above that. I think that I've included some really good resources that would speak to even an older child and make it a good rounded study for them. So this is my unit of creation study, and I like to do it at the beginning of each school year. Honestly, I feel like this is a part of our science curriculum every single year before we get into any other science in life. I feel like it's good to always take it back to the creator. And so this is from a creation standpoint. It's obviously going to highlight the 6 days of creation, 7th day of rest. So it's very biblical worldview, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you. So what I've done is I've made it into 2 booklets. This one is my upper elementary booklet, but I've also added all of the teacher resources in this just for the purpose of filming. You don't have to add it into your student's workbook. You can if you want. This is just the way that I've done it for this video today. So let's get into it. This is the creation study. This is what it will look like when you open the PDF. You'll get my introduction, my little tidbits about what this study will do, hopefully do for your family. I hope it blesses all of you like it does for us. It has a teaching guide, just my own suggestions for how you should do it, how you maybe don't want to do it, because you could be missing out on like the full way that this could work. This is what your child will see, so it gives you a little bit of a preview of their worksheets, and then it has my own suggestions just to the parents. It has a note to the parents, obviously additional study suggestions, and this I would say is really good for the older student. Like I was saying, if you want to go above and beyond 5th grade, that really works out well. I've included a sample schedule that you can use. This is a 4-day school week unit. That's just how I set it out, because we usually only school 4 days a week, but you can do it however you want. You can do it the full 5 days a week. You can do it even less than that, and it would just take longer, but this is a 2-week intro to science each school year. So this is my suggestion. This is for younger students. So this one was for the older students. This one was a suggestion for younger students. And then I've also included blank schedules. So if you just want to fill in what parts you want to work on for your children and make it look a little bit fun for them, I've also included a simple 8-day planner. Again, this is for the parents. It has additional links and optional resources you can add to the unit, you can take away from the unit. It's completely up to you which you want to do. I have a Why is the Sky Blue experiment that is very fun. More resources, of course, and all of this in the PDF is clickable, but obviously for printing purposes you can't click the links. Still more resources. This is all just for the parents. A thank you from me for considering this curriculum. I'm really happy to be sharing with you, and my students have enjoyed it the last 2 years that we've used this. Okay, so getting into the upper elementary worksheets. This is what their workbook would probably start on, their view of it. So lesson 1, you get the excerpts. They can use their own Bible or read the passage from the worksheet. I like to have my students find the passage in the Bible. I just think that's such a great skill to have, to always make sure you're reading it straight out of your book rather than just from a worksheet. But I know some people prefer this as well. So because it's upper elementary, they'll have their optional extensions, which again goes back to any of these suggestions that you can choose from. As the mom, you can like just go through here and be like, okay, my student will like that, my student won't like that. You pick what extensions you want them to do, and then as a suggestion, I say to do the Go Deeper study, which isn't found on your lower elementary worksheets. And that's really just going to give them an additional study that correlates with this specific teaching. So again, usually that's like a writing assignment, or using the internet to look more into the biblical truths of that specific passage and all that. So that's just an example. And then I include scripture copy work each day. In the older upper elementary version, we have it just lined. I do offer it if you need more guided. I have the guided lines that are empty. I also have a tracing version for those really young students who aren't spelling and writing on their own yet. Okay, and then so on and so forth. It just goes into lesson 2, lesson 3, everything is the same, and so forth. And then once you get to the end, you'll see these are all the Go Deeper things. So if on those days you decide, yes, I want to go deeper, I want my child to do a little bit more of a study, they're an older student, they're just more interested, whatever the case, this is all of that can be added to it, and that's recommended for the upper ages. Okay, so that's upper. This one is now what I put together for younger students. And this is not to say that your older students wouldn't love a good coloring page or any of these options that are in their workbook. This is just what I've done for filming today. I just want to say my little sister is an amazing artist, and she has put together beautiful digital art for each of the days of creation. So you're going to see that as we flip through the lower elementary workbook. So this is the beginning, and then you're going to open it. You're going to see lesson 1 again. This is exactly identical, and I'll just show you how it lines up with the upper elementary. See, you can see that they're identical. The only difference is that on the optional extensions, I've suggested Go Deeper for the olders, not for the younger. So I just wanted to show you that in comparison. And then again, like I said, there's tracing practice if they're not yet writing on their own. So that's what this looks like for lesson 1. And then if you have a student that's art inclined, they can fill in their own drawing of what they would like for that lesson, and then do the scripture copy work here. Okay, so this, yes, is just for the guided writers that need a little bit more handwriting. Okay, so here is it's actually day 1 of creation, because we just talk about like in the beginning in the first lesson, but this is actually lesson 2. We have this coloring page if they want to fill that in, and then goes into their lesson for the day. Okay, so again, day 3, but this is actually day 2 of creation. I know that's a little bit confusing. There are 8 lessons in this, even though the days of creation are obviously the 7. So there's 8 because we have a little intro lesson. This would be day 2 of creation. And then day 4 of creation, I just can't get over how good of an artist she is. She's also a homeschooler, completely self-taught. She's just amazing. And I'll link her Instagram also, so you can go and see all of her other artwork she works on. It's just really cool to see. Okay, this is day 4 of creation. Again, they just have their lesson plan, the copy work. Day 5 of creation. Day 6. And then I do want to just point out, I have some word tile scrambles, so you obviously wouldn't really want to put them in the workbook because these are actually cut out. So you cut these out. I actually laminated ours so they can be reused, and this helps them memorize the scripture. And then if they want a little bit more of a challenge, you can break it up even more with the words obviously being broken, and then also what I can't really show on this video obviously is all of the great resources that are in part of the optional extensions. So there's art lesson tutorials that I found on YouTube. There's a lot of additional resources, whether you want to add in books and activities and things like that. So I really highly recommend that you take advantage of all of the really good suggestions and get the kids focused on our creator. So thank you very much for sitting through this video, and hopefully you try out our 2-week mini unit study. Thank you.